In this video and in the next one, we're gonna start working with the file 10/10-nabs. So this will be this file. So let's open this. And you can see that this one is called nabs. So we have some examples. We have horizontal nabs, fields, and we're gonna show you what this means in just a little. How to create a drop-down vertical nab, tabs, and fields. So you can see that we have a navigation right here, a really standard menu with a home link, about us, services, and contact us. So let's add or let's create an horizontal navigation. So first, in Bootstrap, you need to add some classes to the unordered list. So I'm going to add class, and I'm going to add nav. Nav is the class that you will have to use in all the menus that you want to create. So save this, and then I'm going to add a class in this li, and this one is going to be called nav item. So it's a good idea to select all the nabs. Then you add a class in the anchors. So I'm going to add a class. It will be nav link. So now you can copy this and paste right here. So let's save this and reload. And now you can see that we have something that looks like a menu, or an horizontal menu. So you can align this. For example, you can see that this one is floated to the left. So you can add another class, maybe justify, content, center, and save this and reload. You can see this will center the menu in the page. That's something really common. Most of the websites use this pattern. And for example, let's say that you want to align the navigation to the right, you can use end. So reload, now you can see this way the navigation is going to be on the right. So also this one is a really common approach. You can use the menu on the right and a logo on the left. That's something really common in these days. So next we're gonna take a look at fields, and I'm gonna copy this nav. So copy everything and paste right here. So the fields, you can remove this class, and then you add a class called nav fields, and save this and reload. And I can see that this one looks really similar than this menu, but you can add a class called active and reload. And now you can see this is the current page. We have home. So the active class will highlight the current element. So this is the fields. It's something really simple. You can see that the code is the same. The only thing that changes this class. So that's why I'm copying and pasting the code. So next we have the drop-downs. Paste this. And the drop-downs are really cool if you want to create a submenu. So maybe here on the services, you want to create a drop-down with the list of services. So right here you add a div, and then you add a drop-down menu class. And this class will contain all the styling for the drop-down menu. Then you create the anchors for the drop-down menu. And I'm gonna add a class called drop-down item. And let's say that the text for this will be app development. So you can copy this and paste. And of course you can, if you're working in a project, you will change this font sign for the real link. I'm just showing you the Bootstrap classes. So we have web design. Let's say that we have e-commerce for this project, and maybe one called email design. So now we have 4 items in the drop-down menu. Right here in this one, we need to add some extra properties. First, I'm gonna add a drop-down class right here. So we add drop-down. And then in these services, we're gonna add a class called drop-down tool with double G. And then we add another one called data tool. This will be dropdown. This will execute the JavaScript function to call the dropdowns. Then you add a role. It's going to be a button. This to make this accessible. And we're going to add some extra parameters or some extra properties here. some extra information, I'm going to add area has pop-up, and this will be equal to true, and area expanded will be equals to false. So this is all the information that you need to provide in the drop-down parent. So save this and reload. And now you can see, and here I have the active class. I'm going to remove this. You can see that this one has in the services, you will find this arrow pointing to the bottom. You can click here, and now you can see we have the drop-down menu. So this is something really cool, especially if you have a menu with a lot of items. Using this technique will help you to make the menu smaller. So it's looking great. So next we have the vertical navs. And again, I'm gonna copy one of these. So maybe we can copy this. And right here. So you can remove the nav pills. And you can add something called flex column. So flex column will display this in vertical mode. Next we have the tabs. Tabs are really cool, so you can paste this. And instead of having nav pills, you can have something like nav tabs. You can see something really common. This is that you only make a change in one of these classes. So you can see that the Bootstrap framework is really persistent in the way that they call these classes. So this will be the tabs, and this will be the class nav tabs. So save this and reload. And now you can see that these are the tabs. And you can see that here we have active and it's highlighted, and we have this border at the bottom. That's something really cool. So let's continue working. Finally, we're gonna take a look at the field menu. I'm gonna add another class called navJustified. So save this and reload. And now you can see that this is taking the full width of the container, but also all the elements are taking the same width. So you can also add a nav field, another class. And you can see it doesn't change, but this is the recommended way of using this. So now you can see how easy it is to create menus in Bootstrap. This is the way that you create menus in Bootstrap. You can see that this is something really easy, and it covers all the different scenarios: horizontal menus to the left, to the center, to the right, these pills, these drop downs, vertical menus, a navigation that uses the same width and all the available space. That's something really cool. And we cover everything in one video. So in the next one, we're going to start working with the scroll spy component.